QST, QST, QST. Good evening. This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Delta Whiskey Foxtrot, calling the Emergency Amateur Radio Club net. My name is Todd, and I'll be your net control station for tonight's net. This net meets Monday through Saturday at 1930 HST on the Link DEM and ERC repeaters, except on certain holidays and when the general membership meeting is held on the third Thursday of the month. The purpose of the net is to familiarize and to train radio amateurs in general net operations and for public service and emergency net settings. This net is open to all radio amateurs. We especially welcome our newly licensed hams, those visiting us from mainland or abroad, and our friends on neighboring islands. This is a direct net, and all traffic shall pass through net control. For clarity to check in, we encourage the use of ITU phonetics. The use of the word break should only be used to interrupt a regular net operation event of emergency. Once emergency is taken care of, we will resume the net. All repeaters in the system require an input CTCSS or PL 80.5, with the exception of Peacock Flats, which is still 103.5, when the repeater is optional. Just a heads up, the DEM repeaters, the downtown repeater, Frank Foster Municipal Building, and the 7.6 Peacock Flats are both with DEM, and they're both having issues, so they're shut down right now. And that's why I'm operating on the 8.8 machine. Although the 8.6 machine and the 6.8 are linked, it's just too far for me from my location to hit either one. So anyway, let's move on. Net control standby for stations with emergency priority time slip traffic. Call now or you may break any time. All right, nothing heard. We'll start off with our short-time mobile stations first, followed by check-ins from anyone with announcements, which could include HF reports, weather reports, solar reports, surf reports. Well, you get the idea. And then we'll take check-ins from any newly licensed hands or visiting station from the mainland or abroad, or friends on neighboring islands. And then we'll take check-ins, general check-ins, for those that are low power and portable, 8 watts or less. We'll go a couple rounds on that. And same thing with the linked repeaters. We usually take general check-ins by linked repeaters, but we have so many repeaters that are not linked or down, so we'll probably skip that. But I'll still call for check-ins. So, okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this net. If you're a short-time mobile like Bula and Joe and Henry, please call now.
Hotel 6 Hotel, short of time, no traffic. Thanks for being on the control station tonight there, Todd. Take care. Bula, AH 6H.
This is Kilo Hotel 7 Whiskey Mike with no traffic, Todd. KH7WM.
This is November Victor 2 Tango Mobile, NV2T James. Short of time, but thanks for taking the net, and we'll try to listen as much as I can. Thank you, sir.
And this is Kilo Hotel 6, Mike Oscar India. Bernard, short of time, no traffic on the 88 tonight. Thanks, Todd. KH6MOI.
KH6IDB, this is Kate. Can you hear me now? First time on the air here.
But we didn't get your call sign or name. Try again. Last station, we didn't hear your call sign or your name, but your audio was clear. You just didn't give me your call sign or name yet. Try again, please.
6 India Delta Baker. This is Phil.
Very sorry there, Phil. We doubled there, so try one more time, please. All right, nothing heard. I'll just go ahead and read off who I do have on my list here. Starting off tonight's net, Alpha Hotel 6 Hotel Bula, no traffic, great signal. And then Kilo Hotel 7 Whiskey Mike Henry with no traffic, great signal. And then November Victor 2 Tango James, great signal and no traffic. And then one of our net controllers, Kilo Hotel 6 Mike Oscar India Bernard on the 88 machine, great signal, no traffic, got you down. And we're back down to that same station again. All we heard that last time was Phil, because he doubled with me. So Phil, can you come back with your call sign and whether you have traffic or not? WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net.
This is KH6IDB, India Delta Baker. No traffic. I'm just trying out this walkie-talkie for the first time. Over to you.
All right, KH6IDB, got you there, Phil. And yeah, it's working great. Just a little bit of protocol needs to be worked on there. But other than that, you're doing fine. Sounds great. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's go ahead and do another round of those that are short-time mobile. If you're short-time mobile, like to check in, please call now.
Victor Golf Joe on the 88 tonight. Short of time, no. Thank you. 86VG.
Foxtrot X-ray. No traffic on the 88, and I'm on a... This is W8.
Whiskey Hotel 6 India, Bob on the 88 tonight, or he's trying to be in the 88, no traffic, WH6I.
This is November Hotel 7 Victor India, Gordon on an 88, no traffic, thanks for taking the net, Todd. Take care, have a good night. November Hotel 7 Victor India.
All right, I gave it a good long pause for cause here. Currently it's 1939 HST, this WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And I'd like to acknowledge the following stations, and there was one station checked in, all we heard was X-ray, but let me start top here. First check-in I had was Alpha Hotel 6 Victor Golf, Joe Kakako. He says he's on 98, but that's impossible because the 98's not even operational. So most likely Joe is on the 88. And then after Joe, there was a station trying to check in, very scratchy, and the only phonetic letter I recognized was X-ray. Your call sign has X-ray in it. Please try one more time.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Hotel Foxtrot X-ray, Anthony from Alamoana tonight. No traffic, thanks Todd for taking the net. WH6HFX.
Net control, I'd like to acknowledge Whiskey Hotel 6, Hotel Foxtrot X-ray, Anthony. And I'm going to write that down. Anthony, thank you very much, sir, Anthony. You had a much better signal that last time. And then one of our other net controllers checked in, our Tuesday night net controller, Whiskey Hotel 6 India, Bob, checking in on the 88. Great signal tonight there, Bob. Usually you struggle with the 88, but you're doing great tonight. And then last but not least, we had November Hotel 7 Victor India. That's Gordon on the 88 with no traffic and great signal. Thanks a lot there, Gordon. Yeah, I finished today. The Wall of the Hills, 8 days straight. 12 to 16 hours a day. But anyway, thanks a lot there, Gordon, for checking in, and great seeing you out there. Actually, there was a lot of hymns that showed up for this event. But I'll talk about that during the roundtable portion of our net. All right, let's move on to anyone with announcements, which could be HF reports, traffic reports, solar reports, weather reports, surf reports. Please call now.
This is Kilo Hotel 6 Delta Alpha Delta. Name is Rich in Ho'okili on the 88 repeater, and I have a sky report for the net tonight.
Kilo Hotel 6 Lima Kilo, surf report, K86LK.
Alrighty, I gave it a good long pause for the cause there. But currently it's 1942 HST. This is WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And I'd like to announce the following stations. Let's see here. First one, Kilo Hotel 6 Delta Alpha Delta. Rich, with the Sky Reports, your number one for Roundtable. We'll be back to you shortly. And then for Surf Report, we had Kilo Hotel 6 Lima Kilo, Perry. And I always enjoy his surf reports. Yeah, Kimo the Surf Monkey, yep. Thanks a lot. And I also do a weather report and then kind of a report about this past week here. So anyway, thank you very much, sir, gentlemen. We'll be back to you shortly. And let's move on to anyone... any newly licensed stations or visiting stations, mainland or abroad, or friends on neighboring islands, like Joe, Stan, Rob, Joe, Ernie, please call now.
This is a Kilo Hotel 6 Hotel Golf Stan, Makawa, Maui on the 88, no traffic. Mahalo there, Todd, for taking the net. And have a good week. K8688.
All right, net control acknowledged. Kilo Hotel 6 Hotel Golf Stand over in Maui, Makawa, Maui. And if you notice, Joe didn't check in, WA6CYD, and Paul, WH7QQ, because they usually come in on the 6-8, and the 6-8 is standalone tonight. So, unfortunately, well, it's not exactly standalone. It is connected to the 8-6 machine, but they're not connected here, and I can't reach those two repeaters. So, but maybe they'll find a way to get in here later on the net. So, thanks a lot there, Stan. Got you down. All right, moving on to... low power and portable stations 8 watts or less, please call now.
Kilo Hotel 6 November Lima uniform. Norman, startup time, no traffic, K86 NLU, Kanalu.
Kilo Hotel 6 India, this is Mike on the 88, no traffic, Todd. Thanks for doing it, K86I.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, called Tango Romeo. Sammy and Kailua. Thanks for doing the net, Todd. I just made an announcement on the 6-8 on Simplex. Hopefully somebody heard. Whiskey Hotel 6, called Tango Romeo. Thanks, Todd.
This is November 1, Victor Alpha, Rich on the 88 tonight. No traffic, N1VA.
All right, at 1946 HST, this is WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net, and now I'd like to announce the following stations under low power and portable. Kilo Hotel 6 November Lima uniform, Norman, with no traffic and a great signal. Got you down. Thanks a lot there, Norman. And then another net controller, Kilo Hotel 6 India, and that would be Mike coming in on the 88 instead of 6-8. Great job there, Mike. Thanks for checking in. And then we had Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Tango Romeo Sammy on the 88 machine with no traffic. And then all the way from Waikiki, we had November 1 Victor Alpha Rich. Great signal and no traffic. Thank you very much there, gentlemen, for checking in. And I'm going to keep this net going as long as I can, because people are like, oh, it's time for the net, and then they'll turn on radio and they don't hear nothing. And then maybe they'll think, well, maybe they're on a different frequency. We'll see if that happens. But, in the meantime, let's go ahead and do another round of low power and portable, 8 watts or less. Please call.
This is Alpha Hotel 6 Mike Uniform, Bob and Makiki. Good evening, Todd, and to the rest of the net. I'm on the 88 machine and have no traffic. AH6MU.
All right, I gave it a good long pause for the cause there. I did pick up Alpha Hotel 6 Mike Uniform, Bob. Tonight coming in on the 88 instead of the 86. All right. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties, but this is something that everyone should be prepared for when we have disasters or disaster events that is, occurring in real time, or what we call real world. So, but you just got to manage the best way you can and just be very, very patient. All right, let's move on. Since we're having problems with repeaters, so I'll do it this way. Any repeater, any mode, anyhow, 2 cancel string with you, please call now.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Tango Sierra Whiskey, Ruben from Couple A on the 8810 machine this evening. Mahalo for taking the net. Kind of lonely out there on some of the other signals. This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Tango Sierra Whiskey.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Yankee Delta, Christian Pro City on the 88. Got no traffic. Thanks for doing the net. WH6GYD.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Whiskey Uniform, Steve on the 88, no traffic. WH6GWU.
To check in on the 880 repeater, no traffic. Thanks for running the net, Todd. This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Tango Charlie.
Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Golf X-Ray. This is Jacob and Kalihi jumping on the dog pile. No traffic. WH6EGX.
All right, at 1950 HST, this WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. I'll start from the top of this list, but there was some doubles, and one station I got most of their call signs, just didn't get the last letter or their name. And if I would have had their, full call sign, I could, I probably knew their name. Or if they would have gave me their name, I could have figured out who it was. But anyway, no worries. We'll pick it up. And then there was another station that tried checking in. They keyed up the system, but no audio came through. But let me go ahead and start from the top. And if you don't hear your call sign, your name, then you either got doubled on or you had issues with audio. So starting from the top, Whiskey Hotel 6 Tango Sierra Whiskey, Ruben out of Capole, which I just drove from. He came in on the 88 with no traffic. Thanks a lot there, Ruben. Yeah, I've been in Capole for the last 8 days. And then Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Yankee Delta, Christian on the 88 with no traffic. Now, there was a station that started, but Christian had the better signal, much stronger signal. So, if you checked in around the same time as Christian did, then you're one of the stations we're looking for. And then we had one of our other net controllers check in. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Whiskey Uniform, Stephen on the 88 with no traffic, great signal. And then next station, all they got was Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Tango. I know there's a third letter because I could hear them trying to pronounce something, but couldn't make out what letter. And then last but not least, I had Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Golf X-Ray, Jacob. Thanks a lot there, Jacob, for checking in. So let's, before we look for the station that got steamrolled over, let's go to Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Tango blank. Blankety blank blank. So if that sounds like your call sign, please come back with your full call and your name. WH6DWF here at the ERC Nightly Net, standing by for WH6GT blank blank blank.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Tango Charlie, Gary and Underway, attempting to check in on the 380 megahertz. Peter, I have no traffic. Thanks, Todd, for running the net. This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Tango Charlie.
All right, that solves one mystery. Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Tango Charlie. Gary, out there on the windward side. I got you now there, Gary. Thanks for checking in. And then Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Golf X-Ray, Jacob. But there was a station that got ran over by another station. I think I heard them start off with WH6, but then the other station had a much stronger signal. So the station that tried checking in and you didn't hear your name or call acknowledged, please try again.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf 3 Papa, Ben and Kailua on the 88 tonight. No traffic. Thank you, Todd. W6DZP.
All right, next I'd like to announce that we solved the mystery of the station, that got ran over, hit and run. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Zulu Papa. Tim, over on the windward side. Thanks a lot for coming back there, Tim. Thanks for playing along. We got you down. Now that makes 24 check-ins so far. So normally I usually have about 10, 15 more. So, but let's go ahead and try one more time. Any repeater, any mode, anyhow, 2 cans of string with you. Please call now.
This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Tango Echo, Brian and Iea calling on the 88, no traffic. Whiskey Hotel 6, Echo Tango Echo.
WI.
Good evening, Todd.
November 0, Sierra Echo X-Ray, Maka Kilo 5 watts, N0SEX.
This is Alpha Hotel 6, Whiskey November, Keith in Eva Beach with no traffic. Also doing a relay for Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Oscar Whiskey. That's for Kyle here in Eva Beach with me. So checking in for AH6WN and WH6GOW.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Hotel Echo Zulu, Chloe in Eva Beach with no traffic, W6HEZ.
Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Romeo, Oscar Allen in Eva Beach on the 88, reaching for the 88. Thank you, Todd, WH6GRO.
Alrighty, at 1957 HST, this is WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. And you guys won't believe this, but I'm almost equal to what I normally do. Alright, let me start from, well, I'm not sure, I know I acknowledged the station, but I want to make sure I did it again. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Zulu Papa. Tim, got you down? No traffic. Alpha Hotel 6 Whiskey India. Carl, with no traffic, great signal. And then all the way from Pukalani, Maui, all I heard was just his voice and Whiskey Hotel, and that was it. But I recognized his voice. That's no other than Joe, Pukalani, Maui, Whiskey Hotel 6 Charlie Yankee Delta, coming in on the 88 machine because, well, it's the only machine that's really working. Thanks a lot there, Joe. Got you down. Thanks a lot. And then November 0, Sierra Echo X-Ray. Joshua on the 88, no traffic. Great signal. And with a really great signal, Alpha Hotel 6 Whiskey November. Keith on the 88, no traffic. And a courtesy check-in for Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Oscar Whiskey. Kyle. Yeah, make sure I got that right. Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Oscar Whiskey. Kyle. All right, got you down. And then we had Whiskey Hotel 6 Hotel Echo Zulu. Chloe. Great signal there, Chloe. Thanks for checking in. And then all the way from Eva Beach, Whiskey Hotel 6 Golf Romeo Oscar Allen. Also on the 88 with no traffic. Thanks a lot there for checking in. And what I'll do is let's go to the roundtable portion of our net, and then after the roundtable portion, we'll do the same thing, any repeater, any mode, you know. So, but let's go ahead to the top of our list. Tonight we're going to enjoy the Sky Report from Rich, K6DAD. Good evening there, Rich, and I always look forward to these reports. It's fascinating, and I need to... Somewhere I have recorded with the microcassette that I use for investigation. I know it's in a box here somewhere, and I know I made sure I took the batteries out because, well, heck, those things are very expensive now. But anyway, let's go ahead to Rich with his Sky Report. Good evening, Rich, and the mic is yours.
All right, mahalo, Todd, and thank you so much for giving me the time to share this report. Just a hint for everybody, after the report is done, I usually take a PDF, and I've been posting it on the Ham Radio Hawaii Facebook page. So if you hear some details that you wanted to review and you don't have the opportunity to have a recorder running or have a pen nearby, you should be able to check the Ham Radio Hawaii Facebook page and get the script that I use to read the net. Aloha, everyone, and congratulations for all making it here together on the 8-8, and a special welcome to KH6IDB, Phil, who's his first time on the net tonight. Special welcome to you. This is Kilo Hotel 6, Delta Alpha Delta, with your Heavens Above Hawaii report for the week of Monday, January 19th through Sunday, January 25th, Hawaii Standard Time. This week brings a mix of dramatic space weather, a beautiful planetary pairing in our evening sky, and a busy launch schedule with some great opportunities on FM Aperture satellite. Great. All right, we're going to begin with space weather and HF conditions. Space weather is the big story of this week. An ongoing solar storm has now been upgraded to a G4 level geomagnetic storm with a KP index reaching 8 earlier today. That places this event just one step below the most extreme category. At KP 8, HF conditions can be highly unpredictable. Some paths may fade completely, while others unexpectedly open. VHF propagation can also be affected, and auroral activity is occurring at unusually low latitudes, though not visible from us in Hawaii. However, if you have friends in the northern United States, they may have an opportunity to see some aurora. The forecast model suggests that the storm should gradually weaken over the next 24 to 48 hours, with KP values trending back toward the 4 to 5 range as we move into the latter half of the week. During events like this, flexibility is key, and you guys have all demonstrated that tonight with the repeater situation. SolarHam.com and SolarHam.com and NOAA Space Weather Plots are also especially helpful tools during times like this. Great. Astronomy highlights. We're coming off of a full moon and heading into the waning phases this week, which means darker skies returning as we move toward the weekend, especially good for telescopes and astrophotography. The standout astronomy event this week is a Moon-Saturn conjunction on Wednesday evening, January 22nd, about this time. So your best time to look is going to be around 8 p.m. Just look toward and after the sunset, where the sun goes down, look toward the western sky where the moon and Saturn will appear very close together, a striking sight in binoculars and an easy naked eye target once you know where to look. It's a beautiful reminder that even casual sky watching can deliver something special. And for those of you who do have telescopes, you may even be able to catch Saturn, Neptune, and the moon in a single frame. Great. On to ISS and amateur satellite highlights. There are no strong visible ISS passes for Hawaii this week. Most passes occur while the station is unlit or in daylight, so visual sightings will be limited. That said, there are still some great radio opportunities on many passes, particularly for the higher elevation orbits during early morning and late evening hours. Even without visual confirmation, the ISS remains a solid target for radio work when the repeater is active. And just a reminder, when you're accessing the ISS repeater, you use the downlink 437.800 megahertz and an uplink of 145.990 megahertz with a 67 hertz CL tone. Great. All right, looking ahead at the best FM satellite opportunities. For FM satellite operators, especially those newer to satellites, there are some good opportunities this week. SO50 continues to be one of the easier satellites to work. Look for higher elevation passes midweek and again over the weekend, including an evening pass that stands out for elevation and accessibility. Remember, SO50 requires a 74.4 hertz tone on uplink to arm the repeater for 10 minutes. The newly launched RS-83S, also known as Lobachevsky, remains under observation during its December deployment. Early telemetry suggests that systems are coming online, but operators should still check current status before attempting to make a contact with RS-83. Great. Okay, on to Spaceflight Watch. It'll be a busy week for launches this week. Rocket Lab has an Electron launch scheduled for no earlier than January 21st from Mahia, New Zealand, called The Cosmos Will See You Now. That's the name of their mission. This mission is already listed on the Rocket Lab's official launch schedule as a next planned flight in early 2026. And just a side note, both of my sons work for Rocket Lab, so I'm always a little bit biased toward their launches. In addition, SpaceX has 2 launches scheduled this week on January 22nd and on January 25th, continuing their rapid cadence to support crew, cargo, and satellite missions. While none of these launches are expected to be visible locally, they do remain part of a very active orbital week. Great. And finally, a brief update from orbit. NASA recently completed a controlled early return of 4 Crew 11 astronauts due to a medical concern affecting one crew member. Officials emphasized that this was not an emergency, and the astronaut involved was stable throughout the process. The return and recovery were successful, closing a rare chapter in the station's 25-year history. So closing thoughts, between a powerful solar storm, a beautiful Moon-Saturn pairing, and active satellites overhead, this is a great week to stay curious, stay flexible, and keep looking up. That's the Heavens Above Hawaii report for the week of January 19. This is KH6DAD saying mahalo and back to net control.
Alpha Hotel 6, Whiskey November. This is Whiskey Hotel 6, Golf Tango Charlie. Over.
Gary, there's still net going on. Can you wait till after the net and then make contact with Keith there? This is WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And I'd like to thank Rich, KH6DAD, for a wonderful report. And I was going to mention that years ago I signed up on the list for the was JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. And I've had the opportunity to turn on some of these satellites and stuff with the codes they provided and stuff, and it's worked out pretty good. And I still get emails from them. Basically what I do is I take my Jeep and I drive up to Tantalus Lookout, and I go on the frequencies, and I have the codes written down that they want me to use, and approximately what time it'll go over here, over Hawaii. And it doesn't work every time, but, sometimes I really do get lucky, I guess. Anyway, thanks a lot for that report there, Rich, and this might actually spur people to get into doing satellite contacts in the International Space Station and moon bounds. And then the latest one I heard here like a month ago was Mars bounds. And now I'm not sure if that's even possible, but, people are talking. It might be possible if people are talking about it. But thanks a lot there, Rich, and let me reset here. I know this repeater. Yeah, I know this grapevine. All right, next is Kilo Hotel 6 Lima Kilo. Perry with his surf report. I love his surf report. Anyway, good evening there, Perry. Go ahead with your surf report. Really looking forward to it.
Hey, mahalo, Todd, for doing the net. And what a space report there, Rich. Kimo, the Hawaiian Surf Monkey, and I were having a discussion while you were giving us the space report, and we both said we've got surfing buddies that never been to space, but they've been in space their entire whole life. Oh, boy, they've eaten too many weird things and smoked too many weird plants. Well, surf report. If you're a surfer, you should be smiling, and you might have to go under construction to have that grin wiped off your face. But surf is growing. North-facing shores should be growing from 7 to 10 feet tomorrow morning, and maybe up into the double overhead, maybe up to 9 to 12. West-facing shores will be consistent, about 5 to 7 feet, a little bit bigger than it was today. South-facing shores, you got some ankle slappers, 1 to 3 feet, and east-facing shores, you got wind waves 2 to 4 feet. Kimo, the Hawaiian Surf Monkey, he said he's leaving the Hawaiian Islands, and I was shocked. I go, what are you going to do, man? You just love surfing too much. He was surfing the internet, and he found this place in Utah. It's in Washington, Utah, it's a new development called Zion Shores. It's where desert valleys and sandstone cliffs become the backdrop to some of the most consistent and reliable surf waves in the world. What the heck? They're 400 miles from the coast. Well, they're going to build a community with 3 different surfing waves. It will have a wave that is created by air. They're going to have a standing wave and a couple of different type of waves, but it's going to become the premier surf community in the world. So Kimo said he's going to pack up. He said there's nothing better than rolling out of bed, grabbing his Twinkie, a board, and then being 6-foot overhead waves anytime you want them, day or night, any weather. Oh, things are changing. Yep. I don't know. Well, we'd like to thank Todd for doing the net, and Rich, what an awesome report there, and we'll take it back to you, Todd. Thanks again for a wonderful net, K86LK.
K86LK, WH60W up here with the ERC Nightly Net. Currently is 2011 hours. But thanks a lot for the surf report, and yeah, they're building those all over the world now. You know, I love watching YouTube, especially YouTube shorts. So you can cover a lot of topics in a short period of time these days. So minus the YouTube commercials I hate, especially when I'm watching music and they interrupt a song right in the middle of it. You know, like what? Anyway, let me reset here, and I'll go ahead and start the weather. Stand by. All right, WH6DW up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And, you know, we've had one cold front after another. Well, we've had, they've all been called cold fronts, but not always. But this past week, yes, we had some cold fronts move through here, and it was really chilly out there in Kapolei for over here at the University of Hawaii, West Oahu, for the wall that heals, which we just shut down today at 2 p.m. And then we were able to tear down the wall and pack it all up in less than 3 hours. Another new record. Yeah, it's 2 records. So we got the record for building it the fastest. Our closest competitor was last year, I think it was, just over 4 hours, but it was just the wall panels only. We did the panels and all the electrical in less than 4 hours, so that's a new record. And then tonight, new record for tearing it down. Under 3 hours for everything, including the motorcycle, including all the benches, all the signs, you name it. You know, people are just tired and just wanting to get it done. But I'm very glad that over. Every one of us that were out there every day were sore. My feet are sore, my ankles sore, my legs are sore. my hips are sore. Oh, my inner thighs are sore. My back is sore. My arms are sore. Yeah, those marble plates, I tell you what, they got some weight to them. But anyway, well, enough about that. Currently right now it's 75 degrees, mostly cloudy, humidity 64%, winds out northwest at 2. And let me reset. Well, I take that back. It just dropped another temperature here. It's now 74 degrees and partly cloudy. Dew point 61 degrees, so it is going to be a little chilly tonight. In fact, 11 o'clock tonight we should be, maybe around 70 degrees, maybe even lower. But that sure beats 58 degrees, I can tell you that. So we're looking at possibilities of heavy rains coming Thursday all the way into next weekend. So for another cold front that's developing right now. And just a reminder, if you're looking to stop our radar trying to see some of this, you got to remember, the Molokai repeater, the Molokai radar station over Molokai is down for repairs with no word on when it's going to be back up and running again. And let me reset. WH6DWF returning. So the next batch of rain is supposed to be Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, somewhere in thereabouts. So between now and then it's going to be partly cloudy. But I will say it was nice and warm today. There was a chill developing, right when we're finishing up, but not a big deal. Nothing like what we had this past week. Yeah. And we're looking at a possible heavy showers and thunderstorms for Saturday. So, but the weather report could change between now and then. So, let me reset here, and I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins. Stand by. WH6DWF. All right, at 2016 hours is WH6DWF here with the ERC Nightly Net. And let's go ahead and take any last-minute check-ins, comments, questions, or rechecks. Please call now. Ryan, I don't know why, but you sound better on the 88 machine. Whiskey Hotel 6 Echo Tango Echo. Brian. Resides over there at Camp Smith. Well, maybe not. Maybe just during the daytime. But Brian's the one that's been posting our nets on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in lowercase WH6ETE, and he's got recordings of our nets going months now. And if you want an idea of what you sound like when you check in, or what you sound like coming in on the 88 machine instead of 68 or the 86. So you might want to check that out. Usually about a half hour after the net's done. So don't rush over right this minute and say, where is it? I'm angry. No, yeah, just give it a little bit of time. Anyway, I'm going to go back to Brian, just see if he has anything to add to what I just said. I could be wrong, but WA6ETE, do you have anything to add? Alrighty, WA6ETE, WA6DWF returning. Yeah, he said website, but what he really meant was YouTube channel. Because YouTube would be the website. But anyway, thank you very much for doing that there, Brian. And I go in there and listen when I got free time. In fact, I usually listen to it on the stereo on my Jeep. I can play it through the stereo on my Jeep and listen to the whole thing. But I do catch that to look for my own mistakes, and I also discovered I don't like my own voice. But no one likes their own voice. But it's loved by everyone else, so don't worry. If you don't like it, just keep putting one boot in front of the other. Let's see. Let's make this last call for check-ins, comments, questions, rechecks before I close the net. Please call now. All right, this is WH60WF here with the ERC Nightly Net. There was someone trying to check in. You did key up the repeaters, but no audio came through. So what we'll do is we'll take a standby real quick here and see if they can make it in. Now, if you're inside your house, well, that's your fault. But to have a good, clear signal into a repeater, stepping outside makes a big difference, and there's a lot of hams out here will attest to that. So the station just trying to check in. We'll take a standby and give you another opportunity to come in. But last station, go ahead and give another whirl. All right, nothing heard is at 1821 HST. This is WH60W up here with the ERC Nightly Net. And we're going to go ahead and start the process of closing this net. So with that, I'll say, with no more check-ins, this net control closing the ERC Nightly Net. We'd like to thank all the stations checking in, participating this evening. Please join us tomorrow night for another ERC Net session with Bob, WH6I. He checked in towards the beginning of the net tonight. And immediately following Bob's net is Dr. Frank's Swap and Shop. So if you're looking for radio gear, have your pen and paper ready. So, and there is some good deals in there right now. If I only had the money. But it would be package number 1. So, and Mike, who checked in, WH6I, he co-hosts the Swap and Shop on Tuesday after Bob's net also. So show those guys some love. Check in, or, well, they're not taking check-ins, but yeah, if there's something that really appeals to you, give them a call. Maybe the price they are saying over the air is not the final price. Just ask Henry, WH7 Whiskey Mike, bought that new Yaesu FT991 Alpha for a song. Anyway, I'll now return these repeaters back to normal amateur use. Until next time, Aloha 73. Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great week. This is WH60WF clear on the 146.88 machine. 73, y'all, and be careful out there. If we get that rain, the heavy rain, just be careful when you're driving. WH60WF clear.